one of the things I love most about working for RP Capital is the fact that each and everyone in the company truly embodies our core values, that everyone is treated like an equal. To a lot of jobs, I love this, core values is nothing but a display on a website or a gimmick to attract people. So I think our core values is a lot of that embodiment of caring about people.
Yeah. So I've been screaming this from the mountaintops now for as long as I've had a podcast. And it is one of the most critical things that you can do in business is to actually have them live them. And, our clients know what they are. It's not just a platitude there. We actually live these things and people love it. Mm-hmm. Clearly that's something that she pointed out. We didn't ask her to say anything about those. As a matter of fact, that's not really what we were going to talk about today. So
I know. But
it is, again, I'll just tell you, if you haven't done that, you really need to do it. You need to pull them out of you and then hire the people around you who are like that. And funny thing is, Heather, we actually attract our clients live our core values. We don't, it's not mandatory for us. It just happens to be that way. We attract people who have our same set of core values. That leads me to another point though, that came up from another one of the team members about, we don't allow people we don't treat anyone badly, and we don't allow anybody else to treat anybody badly. I don't remember how long ago it was. This doesn't happen very often, but occasionally we get somebody who just they just don't treat people right.
Yeah.
They just don't. And we have to tell them that. Usually that's my job. And as it should be. I was just talking to another business owner friend of mine, and I was telling him about that. I was like, look, I have to call. I have to get involved and call and tell these people, whoever they are, whether they're a vendor or whether they're a client, I have to tell them you can't talk to people that way. At least not and do business with us.
Yeah.
So either fix it or we're just not going to do business.
And I have to say, working in an environment where you know that if you're mistreated by especially a client that's a paying client bringing the company money, but that I am never expected to work with someone that's abusive. I would say abusive in the sense, verbally abusive, yelling, swearing on the phone, whatever. That's awesome for your team morale to know you never have to be subjected to that. And Ron, you will call and handle it. Because I'm horrible at breaking up with people. Horrible.
Funny side note, Heather literally can't do it.
I can't.
She literally can't do it. She'll call people, and when she gets done, quote, breaking up with them, they think they're going on another date.
I know.
Like they think we're doing more business, and
it's true.
She can't do it.
True story.
I don't like it at all. I actually really don't like confrontation, but if I've got to do it, I don't have any problem with it. Yeah. Especially if you disrespect somebody who I care about, which is, again, goes back to the first thing we said on this podcast. If you don't care about people, you'll allow them to be abused and misused because you don't care. Only thing you're caring about is the money. And, the one I'm thinking of was it was a wealthy client, and they were buying a lot of properties. It was not insignificant. And I remember distinctly, I called him and I said, hey, look, we're going to have a tough conversation. And he's like, oh, okay. Is something going wrong with the property? He's super cool to me.
Yeah.
Which is another dead giveaway, right? If you berate the other people on the team, but you're cool to me because I'm the owner of the company and I guess we're equals, I already have a problem with you.
Yeah.
But I just said, yeah, dude, you can't be a jerk to my people. It was that quick into the phone call. There was no warm up. It was just, hey, we're going to have a tough conversation. You can't be a jerk to my people. And it was silent for 10 seconds. And then he came back with, it was just like, I can't believe you would say that. And I said, look, dude, I'm just going to time you out. What you just did, that's what I'm talking about. You can't do that, or we're not going to be doing any business together. So I'll give you one more chance. And then he full on back down. Yeah. And we had a conversation about how you can't speak to people that way. And he was like, well, I didn't realize I was speaking. I said, well, you need to start realizing it, because all of us, we're not used to people talking to us that way, and you can't do that. And you can't do it in email, and you can't do it on the phone. You just can't do it.
Yep. It's the culture of you have to be mean to get what you want. Like you have to be like, some people are just raised that way, that if you yell at people, you'll get what you want. Even like they would get angry over something that was, they wanted the seller to do and get angry about it. And I said, look, I do my job regardless of whether you're upset or not. Like I'll take care of you, but you're making my job less fun. That's for sure.
Really don't want to work with you, but I mean,
No.
yeah. So anyway, not to belabor the point, but it takes one time of you doing that to generate incredible loyalty. So I mean, from a selfish perspective, if you're a business owner or you're a leader or manager of people, one time to gain the respect and loyalty of everybody, because when that happens, they don't just sit there and not tell, they tell everybody on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And, pretty soon everybody realizes this is a safe work environment where they can feel like they're not going to have to just take that kind of crap. They can reach out and say, okay, I've tried really hard. This person is a jerk and I don't want to do business with them. So anyway, really good point.
100%. I love that about our company so much. It's helped me a lot. So especially where I don't break up with people well. Think about that. Geesh.